Welcome to the ReUnite Calendar Builder. We are excited to share with you ReUnite's tool for creating fertility treatment calendars. The Calendar Builder was developed to help save nurses time and improve your patient's experience while undergoing fertility treatments. To begin, go to portal.reuniterx.com/clinic. Please bookmark this website as you will use it frequently. You will need to speak with the ReUnite RX Calendar Builder team to get a username and login access. If you're having difficulty logging into the Calendar Builder, feel free to call or email the ReUnite RX help desk. Once logged in, the home page will appear. The first step is to click on Manage Pharmacy List. Click and drag a pharmacy name in the left column to the right column. You can add as many pharmacies as you would like. Make sure to click Save in order to update your pharmacy list. The Manage Pharmacy option will always appear on your home page, and you will be able to edit your pharmacy list at any time. To make a new treatment calendar, click on Create Calendar. It is required to enter the patient's first name, last name, and date of birth. It is optional to add email and phone number. The pharmacies you selected under the Manage Pharmacy tab will appear in the drop-down menu. Using the Physician drop-down menu will allow you to select the physician associated with that patient. Choosing a physician and/or pharmacy is also optional. You do not need to select either one to continue building your calendar. Let's start with the Use Global Template option. We will choose Ovulation Induction. Select your patient's dose of either Clomid or Letrozole. For example, Clomid 50 milligrams. Next, you will enter the patient's first day of last menstrual period, for example, July 22nd. Click Create. Scroll down to menses date to view full calendar based on the information entered. All information that is auto-populated onto the calendar can be edited simply by dragging and dropping to different dates if needed. For example, if you wanted this patient to start Clomid on Thursday instead of Wednesday, you can move the Clomid over by dragging it one day. You can also move the other items such as ultrasound if needed. By clicking on a specific calendar date, such as August 1st, you can select any medication for an ovulation induction cycle or appointment, including a free text option. For example, we will add a free text of, "Make sure you have received your trigger shot." By double-clicking on a colored box, you may edit or add information. Here, we will click on this patient's ultrasound and add in her appointment time of 9 o'clock. If a pharmacy was selected, the name and phone number will appear in the bottom portion of the calendar. This is also a notes section to add additional information if needed. When your calendar is complete, click on Save. You will be able to see your patient's calendar listed on the portal homepage. Now let's create an IVF calendar. Same as before, you will need to enter your patient's information. Next, click on Global Template, then select IVF Ganirelix. The first option is to pick your starting dosage for both Follistim and Menopur, then click Next. Now, choose from the drop-down menu if the patient will be on OCPs, and if so, enter the stop date, for example, July 21st. This will populate menses and stim start date. Edit the dates if needed or click Create. Again, just like our ovulation induction calendar, you have the option to move medications and appointments to different days or drag the options to increase the amount of days needed. For example, we will move menses from July 23rd to July 24th. We will also increase the Follistim and Menopur duration by 2 days, now ending on July 30th. Check out the medication scrolling list here on the left. You will find any of the medications associated with an IVF Ganirelix treatment cycle within the ReUnite database. There is a free text option if you find yourself needing to add something else to the patient calendar. By dragging the free text option to July 31st, you may add a new medication such as Lovenox. Click OK and then save changes to the calendar. Let's create another templated calendar. Start by clicking on Create Calendar and enter the patient's information. Click on Use Global Template. We can now take a look at the IVF Lupron Down Reg template. Similar to the Ganirelix template, you are able to choose your initial dosing for Lupron, Lupron Step Down, Follistim, and Menopur. Let's choose the Lupron with an unspecified dose for starting dose and step-down dose, 150 IU of Follistim and 75 IU of Menopur. Again, choose whether or not the patient will be on OCPs. If yes, enter a stop date such as August 3rd so that the calendar can auto-populate the rest of the important dates. Click Create. You will see a pop-up screen that prompts you to enter your Lupron dose, for example, 40 IU. Click OK. The next pop-up screen requests the Lupron step-down dose, for example, 20 IU. Once these doses are entered, your calendar will populate. If the calendar is the way you desire, click Save. Keep in mind you may edit as needed prior to saving. Next, let's see how to create a treatment calendar without using a template. First, you will click on Create Calendar and complete the required information as we did previously. This time, select the Start New box. You will see the options to create a blank calendar with universal options or options unique to the ovulation induction cycle and IVF cycle or frozen embryo transfer. If you choose universal options, you will see a blank calendar. The scroll bars on the left contain all medications and appointments regardless of cycle type. For this example, we will build an FET protocol from scratch. Let's say a patient calls with their menses on August 2nd. Drag the menses option and drop on that date. Next, click on Ultrasound on the left-hand side and place on the desired dates, for example, August 5th and August 13th. This example patient will be taking oral estrace daily. Click and drag estrace to August 5th. Hover over the right side of the estrace box until an arrow appears. Click and hold as you drag the estrace to the date of their next ultrasound. When complete, always remember to save. There is also an option to go back to the previous screen. Why would you need to go back? Maybe you decide you would like to change the patient's treatment plan. Now you may choose one of the labeled templates, for example, Clomid. You will still see a blank calendar, however, the menu on the left will be tailored to the specific fertility cycle type. Let's say a patient starts their period on August 5th. Click and drag the menses option to that date. If the patient needs an ultrasound, drag and drop the ultrasound box to the desired date, for example, August 7th. Select Clomid from the medication list and drag to also start on August 7th. Hover over the right side of the Clomid box. Click and hold as you drag to August 11th. Now we need to add an appointment by clicking on a specific date, for example, August 16th. You will notice that all of the medication and appointment options appear. By clicking on ultrasound and then pressing Add, ultrasound will appear on that date. Keep in mind, this function is available on all calendars and templates. Be sure to save changes to your calendar. On the home page, you will find your saved calendars. We will go through each of the icons one by one. By clicking on the I icon under Info for Jane Doe calendar, you will be able to view the full calendar with a QR code. There are different ways your patient can receive this calendar. By clicking on the Mail icon under the Send column, you will have the option to enter a patient's email and have their calendar emailed directly to them. If you enter the email address during the initial setup of the calendar, it will appear for you automatically. There's a print option if you would like to provide your patient with a paper copy. As you can see, this option also contains the QR code. The PDF option has the patient's medication and appointments in a list form to easily view a day-by-day layout. Nurses can make edits to the calendar by clicking here on the pencil icon, or delete the calendar by clicking here on the trash icon. The ReUnite Fertility app is a mobile app that any patient can download for free. The ReUnite Fertility app contains features such as fertility treatment calendars, medication videos, a due date calendar, as well as the ReUnite Assist application. Patients may choose to enter their fertility treatment calendars manually or have the ability to scan their QR code to automatically populate their calendar. When a patient downloads the ReUnite Fertility app, they will have access to a QR code reader that will sync the calendar you create for them in the calendar builder. The homepage view looks like this. By clicking on Current Calendar, you will see QR scanner icon in the upper right-hand corner. This will allow the user to scan their QR code and view their calendar. An option to save the calendar will appear. Click Save. The patient will now name their treatment cycle. After clicking Save, the patient will be able to view the calendar you created in the clinic. Every date that has a purple circle contains a treatment. The patient's medications and appointments will be listed below once clicking on a specific date. Thank you for watching the ReUnite Calendar Builder tutorial. Please call ReUnite RX with any further questions at 844-385-5403.